undoubtedly be world champion in the future.
I believe if you are doing something like competing, like motor racing, you either do well or forget it.
This year marks 30 years since we lost the great Ayrton Senna, a man revered by fans and drivers alike worldwide. But what does the Senna name mean to a generation of drivers who, like myself, were not yet alive to see him race?
Wow. Beautiful.
How incredible is this?
This is absolutely incredible. Like I'm so stoked about like being here and having the chance to we get the chance to drive this beautiful piece of machinery and engineering.
This was Senna's debut car in Formula One and also the car that he scored his first points ever. So we'll be getting to drive a piece of history.
I'm a big Ayrton Senna fan since I'm a child, and got very inspired by his story. Ayrton has been mentioned in my life since my first few years. I'm from '96, so as I grew up watching motorsports, in France specifically, we talked a lot about Alain Prost, who is one of the most successful F1 driver. But his name always came with Ayrton's name because to me they have the most iconic rivalry our sport has ever known. So I've learned a lot about Ayrton's history, his way to Formula One, the way he raced in Formula One and how skilled and talented he was. But I also love just the person himself, like just the values that he shared with his communities, being very close to his people back in Brazil, always trying to help in many different ways. And it's just admirable person and driver. And it was just important to me that even though I'm from a different generation, we just kind of remember this very unique champion and legend of our sport. And that's why I came up with that very special helmet design for Imola.
So, how does it feel in there? Comfortable?
It does actually feel quite comfortable, but very, very special. I mean, just the gear lever, H gearbox, very different than what I'm used to, but that's why. Also the pedals are very close to each other. And 3 pedals, which is very, you got the clutch down there, so it's quite a different feel than the current F1, but that's why it's so special.
Fantastic. Well, we weren't there at the time to see this car go racing, but I did bring along a friend with me who not only was there to see this car race, but who stayed around for that whole period and actually lined up behind this car's debut race. Martin!
How are you?
Good, and you?
Good to see you.
Thank you for joining us.
Welcome to the 1980s, 12 years before you were born.
Yeah, it's...
The view is great though, isn't it? Because it's also low at the front. You can see so well.
Yeah, you see so much, and I must say, it does feel quite different. Now you're with so much inside the car. You got the headrest, you got the halo. Your vision is quite a lot tighter than now. Your field of vision is so wide and so big that it's pretty nice.
Have you ever changed gear with an H pattern gearbox in a race car?
I'm not gonna lie, it's the first time.
There's a lot of pieces inside. If you crashed them back in the day, your legs hit everything, and
that's not the piece of advice I want
No.
to hear. But
take it easy.
I will.
You ready to set the track on fire?
Ready to rip the tarmac. What a feeling. What a feeling. Absolutely incredible. Wow. Mind blown.
He's not hanging around.
He's not wasting any time, is he?
Yeah, he's going for it.
just absolutely incredible. Even the feel for it, like it's just wow. You're just so much in the moment.
Can you believe that drivers of our age haven't even really properly hilled and towed before?
Yeah, or shifted gears. Doing a good job with the gearbox there, Pierre.
Yeah, it's just so emotional to be, able get the chance. So thanks to you guys to get the chance to drive his first ever Formula 1 car.
Box this lap.
It's just such a special moment for me, which I can tell you I'll remember for the rest of my life. It is just absolutely amazing.
So how was that? It looked very seamless from the outside.
I have no words. I have no words. I just want to get out there and just do laps for the rest of the week. Like it is just absolutely incredible. Even the feel for it, like it's just wow. You're just so much in the moment when you're in that car. Like just all the coordination, focus. It takes you like just in the moment. Like I even forgot I was here. Just on the track, like with my gears focused on what I had to do. Unbelievable.
You're in the great man's car wearing his helmet colours, which I have to say looks pretty iconic and even a little spooky.
It was a massive inspiration for me, and the legacy is left, for our sport. It's so huge that it was important for me to do this tribute helmet for Ayrton 30 years after the incident, and this opportunity came to drive his car at the same time as the helmet just arrived. So it's
Well, you've certainly put the pressure on me. I was kind of grateful that there was someone who hadn't driven a car of this generation coming today, but you've put the pressure on for sure. But I'm so glad to hear that you enjoyed it as much as you did. Well, thank you for warming the seat up for me. I think it's my turn to have a go, although I'm hoping it's going to look half as decent as what you just did.
you're going to absolutely love it. So tires are warm, brakes are warmer, and yeah, just have fun. Get out there and have fun.
For my first F1 car, I have to say this is a pretty good one.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Brundle.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. This car is a handful. Still figuring out the gears.
Good work, Gnomes. That looked really fast.
I'm not gonna lie, you look really cool in that car.
Thank you very much.
You are on pole position of the 2024 British Grand Prix, Naomi. Box, Naomi. Sneaky extra lap.
Report to the stewards when you arrive back, please.
Sensational, I feel alive. Well, Pierre, I think we can both agree that as Wednesdays go, this is probably the most amazing one I've had. How was it for you?
Oh, by a long time. I can't remember, such an incredible experience. It was even better than anything I had imagined, coming here. Just the feeling, the purity of the driving, just being behind the wheel, nothing else apart from the steering, the 3 pedals, and yeah, just the emotional feeling of driving Ayrton Senna's first ever Formula 1 car. So. But you did amazing. I mean, you look great out there.
Thank you. The parts that you could see, I mean, it was a challenge, but an incredibly enjoyable challenge. I mean, the power that this car has, I was really surprised by that.
Awesome.
First ever time in a Formula 1 car, and what a special one to do it in.
Not the easiest time, I must admit,
No.
especially to get around the gearbox takes a little bit, but it's such an incredible piece of engineering.
Exactly. I mean, the last time I drove an H-pattern gearbox was 12 years ago now,
Okay, yeah.
in a Formula Ford, and I can't even remember those days. So it was a little bit of a challenge, but I mean, you also took to it like fish in water. I mean, you look like you're ready to go race one of these.
It actually went way better than I thought, because it was my first time ever driving H-pattern gearbox, and It just exceeds any expectations I've had, like just in terms of power, grip, balance. It looks definitely very different to the front wing that I usually see on my car, so I was a bit concerned about how it will feel out there on track, but then actually it was great, like braking and just everything. They had to call me, I think they called you twice before you came in the box, so I sneaked an extra lap on my last run as well. I just like, I'm gonna try to just stay out there as long as I can, but it was a unique experience.
It's not every day you get to drive a car like this, so I think everyone will forgive us for taking an extra lap here or there. But Pierre, thank you so much for being here with us today. It was an incredible experience for me, and I know it was for you too, so it was great to share it with you. But I cannot wait to see you on track with that incredible tribute helmet. So.
Well, thank you very much for the experience and the opportunity. So it was very, very special, and yeah, I'll see you out in Imola.
Awesome. You're a good driver, coach. Appreciated your help. Thank you.
Thanks.